Hey you guys, so today we are looking at this, which is Captain Chameleon. No, it isn't. It's Zartan from the G.I Joe classified series. And some of you will get that, some of you won't. Anyway, this is Zartan. So yes, this is an older figure. I know it's been out for a while, but I had decided that I wasn't going to dip my toe into the G.I Joe range classified because when I flipped this, I didn't like the weapons they had. They weren't like the real guns of my childhood. So it was a good excuse not to bother with the range. And then they changed their mind and started making them with the more realistic weapons. So I'd missed out on a few like Roadblock, Gung Ho, Scarlet, Baroness, Destro, and Zartan. And the Dreadnoks being one of my favourite set of characters, I was kind of like, well, I'm going to have to address this and change this and see what I can do. So I've been collecting them for a while, and I've been going back and trying to find older ones, and they are a little bit difficult to find because it's been a while. This, the ones on eBay's silly prices these days. I'm annoyed because they had these on sale on a lot of websites. I got this from Aliexpress. Yes, you're all groaning because it's Aliexpress, but it was $24 free postage, so, you know, it was a good way of getting it. It was one of my earlier figures, it was one of my favourite figures, so I feel like Zartan is a big, important part of having, you know, G.I Joe figures. So, yeah, it's coming from AliExpress. I will say the box is, as you can see there, is a little worn. I'm not an inbox collector, so that's okay, but it is a little worn. It's obviously been kicking around on a shelf somewhere for a while, so the plastic on there is heavily scratched. But it's the figure that's important. The sellotape on the bottom there is starting to come off, but that doesn't really matter. He is number 23 in the set, so yeah. Yeah, Zartan was a favourite figure of mine as a kid. I think the problem is we didn't get the animated series over here, and we had Action Force, so they, like the logo at the back there, Dreadnoks, they didn't show it in quite the same way because they had to redub it over here and dub out the word G.I Joe to Action Force. So it was really weird to watch because it would be like, you know, trying to do my best American accent. I'm trying to think of a character voice but I can do, but I'll just do an American accent. We're the team known as Action Force, and it was a completely different voice, and they didn't even really get it right, and it was made it really, really unwatchable. I got it on video cassettes. We had video cassettes of it over here. We didn't have it on TV. Plus, I think it was a little violent for Kiddie Winkles over here as well. Anyway, I'm rambling. Here he is out of the box. Now, I know this one, I don't think this one has that same colour changing option that the original classic version had, which is a shame. They could have maybe just made a little bit of his armour there, but I do like the face in there. It does have that same hooded bit Assassin's Creed, even though Assassin's Creed didn't exist back then. Ooh, nice flaps on his shoulders. This bit in the originals used to have, and that bit there used to be the colour changing stickers, and then his body was made out of a plastic that when he warmed it up, I think it was when he warmed it up, it went kind of, it says blue, but it was more of a turquoise. It went a different colour. So yeah, let's have an extreme close up. There we go. I say, nice hooded figure under there. The arm's quite nice. He's definitely worked out. I watched Roadhouse, you know, the remake Roadhouse, the Jake Gyllenhaal one. I really enjoyed it, and he is as toned as this. It's amazing to think how healthy he looks. He's worked out. Yeah. So the hood is removable. There is the bald head underneath. This bit is also removable as well. I presume if you pop the head off. Just out of interest, so we have with him. The original one had the backpack and the mask. I know there is a fancier version of this with a load of other faces and things, which was stupid money for like 95 quid. Right, so the mask doesn't work. This was the thing with Zartan, because I think in the cartoon series he just used to like morph into other characters. But obviously you can't do that with the action figure. But yeah, he can do that. Which, yeah, it kind of works. It's like, wow, where did Zartan go? There's just a guy there that looks completely different facially, but he's wearing the same outfit. Yeah, I know. It's a toy line. We're not supposed to take it seriously. Has a knife thing on the back there and some holes in there, which are for the other accessories in the pack. Yeah, this mask, when it is removed, should, I think, if I can find out how you open it. That opens up. There's little red dots in there. And goes just like the original one. Very nicely in there. Ooh, that stays in really nice. You can see there's little red dots and things on there. Yeah. And that side has tech on it as well. Oh, pretty good. Right, close that up, and then that will go on his back there. Oh look, that is removable because it's got a hole in the back. Didn't notice that. So that is really removable. Yeah. Right, let's see what other accessories he has in his packet. We have a blaster which looks, I'm going to say a blaster because it looks like a blaster. A big knife which is covered in sellotape. Ta-da. And I guess like a monkey paw. So we have what looks like, I'll put that down, like a monkey paw. So that's going to fit into one. I'm going to go with that one. And then we have that, which is a focus, come on, cobra head, which can go in on his butt there. Then we have the knife, which again, focusing, pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, so I played with the Joe figures and they were, even though we were calling them action figures over here, I kind of created my own characters with them. I created my own stories with them, which I did the same thing with He-Man. When He-Man first came out, there was no animated series, so to me, they were just barbarians and monsters and things like that. And in some ways, I think my He-Man universe was a lot cooler than the animated series. I love the animated series, don't get me wrong, but my version was a little bit better. I like the cartoon, sorry, the comic strip version of these guys. I really, really loved the comics. Do they do a reprint? Have they ever reprinted them into like graphic novels? Because I would like the Cobra Island, the Cobra Civil War and things like that. That's his blaster, his pistol, which does look very similar to the original one he had. This was one of the figures when I was looking at them, but then I was like, I don't want to dip my toe and just buy one figure from a range, even though he was like one of my favourites as a kid. Yeah. I like that. I think that's really nice, and it brings back all those happy moments from my childhood. So the armour is rubber and is not removable. Shoulder pads are good, they move out. He has got butterfly joints and things under there. It's the usual articulation for a figure like this. I don't need to go into too much of it. They've given him 2 pistol hands, which is nice. That backpack, I get the feeling, that's better. He's going to stay on there. He stands pretty well. He looks the part. I say, it would have been nice if they'd have thrown some of the colour changing options in there. I'm sure they could have done. But I need this guy because I have... Oh, I picked him up. Ah, no, his glasses fell off. Right, so I got these off the shelf and carried them over. And it's literally 3 steps. 3 steps. And in those 3 steps, I lost his sunglasses. So I am now going to have to spend, before I vac in here... That's my excuse for not vacking in here for a while. I am going to have to spend some time hunting them down. They may be on the shelf with the other Joes, because these guys have a habit. One falls over and knocks the others over, but they don't completely fall over the way I've got them displayed. Yeah. So his sister and his team. I'm hoping that the brother appears, whose name has gone right out of my head. He is... I'm cheating and looking it up. Xander. So Xander and Zarana. And he has a daughter called Zanya. Okay. I think that was in the comics. I think it was in the comics. But look, I mean, this is a great little team. These guys, I know that we've got another couple coming of these. So, the Dreadnoks. So, they are going to need probably a shelf all by themselves. I'm looking at these and I'm thinking, why again, I keep saying this. Why haven't, like, the Marvel Legends, why do they not look as good as this? Why do the Black Series not look as good as this? I don't get it, Hasbro. I do not get it. So yeah, let's wind this up. If you are new here and you haven't, please, 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 please hit that big subscribe button down there somewhere. It really, really does help the channel. If you have, please hit the like button. That also helps the channel. Thank you to every single one of you that makes a comment underneath here. Even if you just put a cool or anything like that, just make a comment. It really, really helps the channel with algorithms and things like that. It's weird, is YouTube, but lately I've been feeling like the channel's not getting quite the viewing figures that I feel it deserves. And I don't know whether it's because I'm not quite doing... I know I'm not doing figures that are, you know, like, awesome. I'm doing some older figures, but yeah, one cancels the other. Trust me, it's weird. Yeah, but I like this guy. I think he's pretty cool with his big backpack. So yeah, oh, he stayed stood up. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you all have a great day. Hope you all have a great night, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye now.